Good morning, everyone. Today I wanted to show you a short little video what my daily life of taking care of these baby sulcatas, baby albino sulcatas and the hets here, what my daily life is like. Sorry, I just woke up. It's like 7 in the morning, so I'm a little bit still groggy from waking up in the morning, but I just wanted to show you guys what I do every morning. Pretty much first things first, and I don't have my tripod on me today. I go to the kitchen, grab a couple leaves of romaine lettuce, and then what we do is I keep this on top to try and keep the humidity up out here for these guys, but I throw this down on their little feeding plate there, and then what I do is I've got a UVB bulb in here and a ceramic heat emitter, CHE, and what I do is okay, I'm ready. What I do is I come out here, check, make sure the lights are on, make sure the temperatures are good, and then usually I have the light turned on at 6 a.m. Just so that way they get like a full 12 hours of UV if they want it. And so the cage is really dirty right now, so kind of ignore that. But I come out here, make sure heat's good. Usually by the time I come out here about 7:30 every morning, they are all already awake and just cruising around, as you can clearly tell. I clean up all their old lettuce and stuff. I have a pile up there. Don't worry, guys, it's not like molding or anything. It's just dry lettuce. I just throw it away every week and a half. And then what we've got here is some fresh romaine lettuce. And then, as you can see, we'll drop you guys. I've got a thermostat here. So like I said, these are on timers. The CHE stays on 24/7. And then oh, one sec, sorry, Siri kicked on somehow. The CHE, it stays on 24/7. The UVB, I think I have it programmed to stand from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And it's all on timers down there, those little fancy lights. It's on Wi-Fi timers. And then what I do is I have a thermostat in here. So if we have like a warm day, I try and keep it to where the warm spot of the cage stays around like 95 for a basking spot. And the cool side of the cage, I don't like it to get below 70, 75. But sometimes it does, at least at night, drop below that, which is fine because the tortoises are really smart and they all sleep in a little huddle right here underneath the heat bulb. So they're very well at thermoregulating and knowing where they need to be so that way they can stay warm at night. One of the cool things about this setup is it is pretty much completely automated. I don't have to do anything because I have the thermostat so they don't overheat. I know that it's going to stay warm enough at night because I've had enough experience playing around with it now. And then the other beautiful thing about it is I throw in the food and these guys are just monsters. I mean, look at how big they're getting. Whoop. Let me pull out this little baby albino real quick. Look how big they're getting. Sorry, the lighting's not great in this room because it's a rainy day in Arizona. That's why we're filming inside today. But look at all those growth lines. They're getting huge. You can almost see through their red eyes. It's kind of scary, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, they are looking just gorgeous. We'll do another common question I get asked a lot is what do baby sulcatas eat? What should they eat? What's appropriate? What's not appropriate? I'm gonna be doing a video on that soon, so to kind of settle some debates. And again, I'm not like a biologist or anything. I'm just telling you what I know from my experience in raising sulcatas and what I would suggest you do if you want to make sure your sulcatas grow healthy and strong, because these guys are 2 months old. There's a good difference between a normal sulcata and the albino sulcata, how different they are. But these guys are 2 months old and they are massive. So as long as you feed them, again, all they eat is romaine lettuce. I don't feed them anything else, guys. It's literally just pure romaine lettuce is all they get. But anywho, this video is kind of going to drag on. It's going to be longer than I thought because I'm going to basically update you guys in my day-to-day and what I do in taking care of these baby sulcatas to have them grow happy, healthy, and strong. Keep them warm, give them UVB, and then the other key factor, have a spray bottle and douse their substrate because they soak up water through their skin, obviously, right? And then just douse the whole entire substrate, get it nice and moist. This keeps the moisture in the air. Spraying the tortoises helps them. Again, I'll spray the whole entire thing, but I'm not going to bore you with that. This moisture, this humidity, if you didn't see my last video about pyramiding, would highly recommend you watch that video. But keeping that humidity up for these little guys, keeping the heat up, and giving them the appropriate diet is what's going to make sure they grow healthy and strong. So what I'm going to do is catch you guys here in a couple hours when I do my first checkup on the baby tortoises. All right, everyone, I am back. I've been out working all day. So what we're going to do is do checkup. I've actually checked on them a couple times today, but basically what I do whenever it's midday and I want to check on them, what I do is come on outside. This room's a total mess, by the way. Forgive me for that, but it's been a couple hours. As you can tell, they're all just basking, enjoying the warmth of the bulbs and the CHE, which you can't see. They've devoured that lettuce. I'll probably put some more in here this evening. And then what do you got to do? Get your spray bottle out and give them a little spray. They love it. They've been getting warm all morning in the... It's like 1 o'clock, by the way, so it's been quite a few hours. And then you just start moistening down the substrate for them. And that's pretty much what I do about midday. Again, I'll finish moistening the rest of that down later. So basically come in, I check their food, make sure they're good, and then what I'll probably do this evening is I'll give them a 45-minute soak, which I usually do. Should I do it every day? Probably, but realistically I do it about 4 days a week. And then I spray them down all the time. What I'm going to go ahead and do is give them a quick look over. None of them are flipped over. That's one of the key things with baby sulcatas. You need to check on them very, very frequently, because a little tiny tortoise like this, and again, I'm sorry we're shooting through this glass that's super dirty, but they climb over that lettuce. They don't climb over it just right. Guess what happens? They can flip over. These bigger ones are pretty much to the point where they don't flip over as much. That little runt guy, he, again, if you saw the first video, he was pretty dry when I first got him. He's smaller. He's catching up to these guys, but getting some growth lines and whatnot. He's super healthy, but you always want to keep an eye on them. Check on them very frequently whenever they are new babies, because they do flip over a lot. But that's my afternoon checkup. Probably check on them, peek out the window. See that window? There's my kitchen table on the other side, and there's the kitchen over there. I'll probably check back up on them here in 2 or 3 hours, pull them out, put them in some lukewarm water, and give them a 45-minute soak. So that'll take us to the next point of the video. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update with the rainy day. The box turtles are out basking. They love the moisture. These are 3-toed box turtles. They're super cool. A lot of the tortoises are out and about enjoying the rainy weather. Good to see this tortoise out, because he's been a little more, he's kind of dry. I need to put him in for a soak, but they're loving it. Loving the rainy weather. Let's check on the water turtles. No, their pond overflowed and we're losing duckweed, so I've got to put that all back in there, because that took me months to grow. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I was pretty nervous about it last night. Dang it. My precious, precious duckweed. Honestly, it's really not that great, and it multiplies like crazy. Look at all of that. It's so precious. My precious. Okay, guys, we're getting weird now. Let's go ahead and give these guys some food. I use a mixture of MAZURI pellets and floating reptile sticks. That was way too much. What'd I get for working with one hand? Perfect. Alrighty. Quick little outside update for you. Alright guys, we are back. It is about 5:30 in the evening. These little guys are chowing down. It's been a cold, rainy day all day today. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a quick soak. So what I've got here, don't look at my messy stuff. Some lukewarm water. And then what I do So I just fill this up. Not too high, and again, you don't want the water to be like super, super hot because you could burn the tortoises, but you want lukewarm water. It helps it so it can soak into their skin better, but also helps them go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna grab these guys real quick. My left hand here, we'll grab the 2 albinos first. Set them in the water. It's about the perfect height of water for them. Again, it's already dark because it's so overcast and it's winter time. These guys are really funny because the babies like bury themselves. Ooh, they're very warm too, so that's good. So what I'm gonna do here, get an idea of the depth. I may add just a little bit more water to them. Get it on their backs. And if you guys have never had Cane's chicken fingers, it's a definite must. Just throwing that out there, but go ahead and set a timer up and let these little guys soak. You can see how well they're doing, just blowing up. These two have blown up, that guy's blown up. And he's starting to get some better stretch marks, or I guess not stretch mark, growth marks on him. So yeah, day's almost over. I ended up throwing a little bit more lettuce. I just threw the rest of the head of lettuce in there. They've been munching on that all day since they've polished off those leaves I threw in this morning. And I'm gonna let them soak for about 40 minutes. And then I'll be back, put them to sleep, and then probably have one more checkup before the end of the day. And that's gonna be it. Alrighty guys, this is gonna go ahead and wrap up the video for today. Baby turtles got their soak. They pooped, did their business, got cleaned out. Trying to avoid a weird lighting shadow here. It's like 7:30, so my automated setup has gone off. The light turned off at 7, the heat is still on. This one's hunkered down for the night, and I'm sure by the time, probably give it another hour, hour and a half, they will all be tucked away right in this area of the cage. But this is essentially how I take care of my tortoises every day. I'll give them one more spray down for the day, and then I'm gonna go ahead and consider them good. I'll probably check on them before I go to sleep, like 10 o'clock tonight. But that's how I take care of my tortoises. I have extremely great success with it. I learned this from Austin at Arizona Sulcata, and we have raised a couple other tortoises in the backyard. I don't know if you saw that a couple videos ago. Two different normal sulcatas that we raised up, doing them the way Arizona Sulcata suggested. So if you guys like this video, go ahead, crush the like button. I don't really care. Subscribe though, that would be cool. And I will go ahead and catch you guys next time. If you guys want to see something specific, let me know. I've got a couple good suggestions coming your way soon from a couple people who watch my videos. But anywho guys, that's going to be a wrap for today. I'll catch you next time. Peace.